Esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, President Fadlo Khouri, deans, faculty, parents, families, friends, and my dearest fellow graduates of the class of 2024, good evening, and thank you for granting me the opportunity to address you all here tonight. I would like to ask you to please join me in a trip down memory lane. 7 years ago, as an undergraduate at AUB, my father told me that I lived on an island. It wasn't until after 2020 that I truly understood the truth in his words. AUB became my sanctuary. It was where I sought refuge for electricity and a cool place during power outages, a working internet connection during strikes, and where I went to study with my colleagues during the pandemic. AUB, in essence, became an island where we could isolate ourselves from the outside world and focus on our studies. It was on this island that I met like-minded individuals and built lifelong friendships that are making saying goodbye to AUB even harder. However, this island falls short of complete isolation from the outside world. Recognizing the privilege that AUB had offered us, my colleagues and I established free clinics at AUB MC to provide free healthcare services to the underprivileged. Together, students, faculty, and staff joined efforts to overcome obstacles. From economic restraints to medication shortages, devising innovative solutions to give back to our community. In fact, to date, we were able to provide free healthcare services, including labs, medication, and imaging, to more than 400 patients. Through this experience, I learned that this safe space not only allows us to thrive, but also empowers us to uplift others along the way. Now, 2 years ago, thanks to COVID, I stood on this stage for my late undergraduate graduation, unaware of how much I would grow in the following years. My colleagues and I were eager to leave, searching for new opportunities. However, as our departure approached, many of us found ourselves reluctant to leave. We learned to appreciate AUB for all it had offered us in the previous years. I can speak for myself when I say that I have never been prouder of being from AUB than during my time in the United States. It was remarkable to see how much AUB's reputation preceded me. Every single faculty member I had met not only knew AUB, but also looked upon me with admiration when I mentioned I was a student here. AUB does not only equip us with academic knowledge, it instills in us the ability to compete on a global scale. Now, a few months ago, while enjoying the sun here on the green field with my best friend, she turned to me with a wistful smile. Gazing at the families and children playing around us, she expressed her anticipation to when our kids would play here. It was in this moment that the reality hit me. We were about to embark on a new chapter, and for the next few years, we wouldn't be able to meet at main gate or grab coffee from Bliss for a study break that extended into hours. No more sunbathing on the green field or meeting each other on our way to Hustler. And most importantly, no more daily library gatherings, whether it was Jafet, where we studied for hours, or my beloved SML, or as I like to call it, Café SML. A place where not only we shared laughter that echoed so loudly we had to step outside to catch our breath, but also shed tears for broken hearts, failed exams, or the loss of patients that touched our lives deeply. Today, as we prepare to bid farewell to AUB, and some of us to Lebanon, I know that many of us share the sentiment of sadness. But however, I would like to make a personal promise to return. In many of our interviews, we were asked if we would consider coming back, and many of us expressed a strong desire to do so. We leave AUB and Lebanon not only to explore, learn, and grow, but also with the intention of returning stronger. As we prepare to head outside of AUB, We cannot ignore the political realities that shape our region and our world. It is imperative as future leaders and educated individuals to look at these issues thoughtfully and compassionately. Amidst the ongoing fight for freedom of speech around the world, I'm proud to be part of one of the few institutions that truly endorses this freedom. This freedom allows us to share our thoughts and express our opinions without fear. It allows us to grow both academically and personally, and to become better citizens of the world. I hope that we can be voices for change and advocates for justice, no matter where we are. Thus, I would like to extend my heartfelt prayers for the people of Palestine. What's happening there is truly a heartbreaking reminder of the ongoing fight for justice around the world. Sorry. I hope that as future leaders, we can work for a future where everyone can enjoy life with dignity, peace, and freedom. Allow me now to thank my parents, Mazen and Ranyo, my sisters, my family, my friends, and my mentors here at AUB, who have played an instrumental role into shaping me into the person I am today. Finally, before we leave, I would like to ask you, the class of 2024, to please stand. And to give yourself a resounding round of applause. You are the class that endured a pandemic, a blast, an economic crisis, and the mass exodus of friends and families. You have faced the departure of doctors and professors, and despite all of these challenges, have found light amidst all of this darkness and extended a helping hand to others in every possible way. May we always find our way back to where it all began. Please join me in applauding the class of 2024.